when the ball goes up, you have a choice. You can watch or you can rebound. Understand that the ball won't come to you. You gotta go get it. You gotta want it more than anyone else on the court. It takes heart, it takes sacrifice, it takes the willingness to do whatever your team needs, because you cannot win without the ball.
Remember, in basketball, rebounding is the second most important thing. Without the rebounding, without the ball, you got nothing. Okay, that's where it's at. That's defensive rebounding. Work on it. Concentrate. Remember, the timing is all important. Work at it.
Dennis Rodman. When Dennis Rodman was just another well-paid NBA player in the late 1980s, he was a highly respected member of the Detroit Pistons.
Boy, he could get the rebound, kick it to the guard, and then beat everybody down the court for the layup or the tip-in. I mean, the man was just incredible.
Best rebounder ever, Dennis. Rodman blocked it out of bounds. Holy cow, how about this?
Cannot get it in. Watch Rodman rebound on his back. Finds J.R. Reed, and he finds the basket with a short jumper. Hawks outscored the Spurs by 9 in the fourth. Kevin Willis.
Évidemment, personne ne l'aime. Mais figurez-vous que Rodman, il s'en fout.
Taken back, right here, intensity level this evening. Now watch this guy work. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's four. And he puts that back in, that's five.
Harper posting up against Cassell. And you want that, but Harper at 6'6" against Cassell at 6'3", and Rodman with great hustle.
26 years old, leading the league in rebounding. The only two people to ever do that is Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain.
Tufniej, ale 81 grach. Po raz trzeci z rzędu najlepiej zbierającym piłki został Dennis Rodman. Po przyjściu do San Antonio z Detroit nic nie stracił, a wręcz zyskał swej.
Edge in offensive rebounds. Dennis Rodman showed the way with 19 caroms.
Everything that you see about Dennis Rodman, I'm here to do one job, is to go out there and create havoc, create destruction, and do what I have to do to take the distraction off everybody else so everyone can be relaxed and free and play basketball.
Well, they kicked our butts on the boards. That's it.
Son coéquipier, Dennis Rodman, a 17,3 par match. Cependant, après avoir perdu 5 fois sur 5 contre Utah en saison régulière, Rodman et les Spurs sont sortis.
For Dennis Rodman, the robo-rebounder, he had 4 rebounds right in this span before he finally tapped it in. 13 points for Dennis.
Eins ist aber auf jeden Fall auch klar, ohne Rodman die Spurs farbloser.
Le 15 montre, il va s'imposer au plus haut niveau. Sur le déteste cordialement, mais avec lui, les Bulls sont pratiquement invulnérables. Finalement, Jordan est bien obligé de composer du bout des lèvres.
Missed it. Rodman taps it to himself and controls for the Spurs.
Dennis Rodman is simply one of the 2 smartest players in the entire NBA, John Stockton being the other one. His fearless and relentless pursuit of the ball scares people, and other teams are not willing to put up with that.
This guy has just done a masterful job of becoming the game's best rebounder, and he's done so with desire and tenacity. And I've never been that partial to a role player, because I feel if a guy is a specialty player, once somebody comes along a little bit better, then that guy's out. I've always liked the complete player, but I have to give the respect to Dennis Rodman, because I think he'll be able to do this for another 5 or 6 years. There's no other guy like him on the horizon.
Eccles needs to take it to the hoop a couple of times. But you're right about Michael.
Going back and forth with Shamgar and Chris Whitney, but just haven't been able to get the right chemistry. And Bernie wanted a taunting technical foul for that on Dennis Rodman. Clearly it was seen by the official, but I guess he felt it didn't warrant any type of penalty.
I tell you.
Dennis hustling. Out to half center court.
Dennis, he went way out to get that rebound, and then they went down into Michael Jordan. Michael just turns around and Wesley gets him.
Although Rodman might possess a different look on a new team, he still embodies the same fearless work ethic that made him a standout in Detroit.
and such a coveted second-round pick of the Pistons in the 1986 draft. And now in his first year with the San Antonio Spurs, Dennis Rodman foresees brightness on the horizon.
Once the season progresses, we'll get more confidence.
Here's the tally, and remember, these are all Spurs individual records. 17.3 rebounds a game, 5.7 offensive. That's 1,367 total rebounds and 453 offensive rebounds. While Dennis's rebounding prowess had been well documented through the last few years, in just his third game as a Spur, Rodman had eclipsed Edgar Jones' single-game rebounding mark of 25 with 29 versus the Timberwolves. 12 more times, Dennis would pull down 20 or more rebounds until January 22nd at home versus the Mavericks. That night, Dennis would break his own Spurs record with 32 rebounds, 23 defensive, and 9 offensive, a mark that perhaps only Dennis Rodman can break. For the first time in league history, teammates Robinson and Rodman took titles in scoring and rebounding.
We have a tremendous amount of respect for each other, what we do on the floor. Wrapping up their preseason against Charlotte. Rodman dressed for the occasion. Yes, it's Halloween. He did have a mask on. And Willie Anderson misses from the corner. What does Rodman do best? He rebounds. And when he does that, he is a great player.
Finally, Detroit's Dennis Rodman emerged as the chairman of the boards this season, leading the league with 19 rebounds a game. For that and his tenacious defense, Rodman won the 1992 Schick Award, given to the player who contributes most to his team's overall success.
Shot clock.
Up against the clock, the Spurs can't score, but there's Rodman calling a timeout as he falls out of bounds, and he'll be awarded that.
They have lots of timeouts in a game that has extra TV timeouts. Rodman, second, third, fourth effort to save possession.
Work off the miss. You can tell Dennis has been working out twice a day. Tips the ball to himself, grabs his first rebound. Off the Vin Baker miss. Dennis again, grabbing the board.
Rodman, a surprise starter in this game, and not too bad here for the nice rebound. This is what he does best, tussling for the grab. Can't make the save out of bounds, but Rodman did pick up 13 rebounds in this game. Oh, this one did get away. Don't you do that again, Mr. Ball. In a one.
Quarter off the miss, Rodman, the rebound, loses it out of bounds. He only took one shot in the game.
As the Raptors took on Dennis Rodman and the Dallas Mavericks, and Rodman doing what he does best after missing one game after suspension, one of 16 rebounds on the day.
And takes a timeout.
Onto the fourth.
Scores in so many different ways.
Just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mavericks by 3. Kevin Willis, he has that hook shot, but not that time. Willis, Rodman, couple of veterans battling, and Dennis Rodman.
And Dennis Rodman said, hey, see all these big guys? They're bigger than me, but I still get the rebound because I want it more than anybody else.
Normally happens that way when Dennis Rodman's on the floor, doesn't it?
He does a great job right there. Kevin Willis, when he's got the ball in the post route, you can't back away from him. Watch what he does right here. He jumps away from Dennis instead of going right into him, back him up. And then here you have Antonio Davis at 6'10", Kevin Willis at 7 feet. Both of these guys trying to get the ball. And look at Dennis, just keeping it alive and tapping it to himself, which is what he does so well.
Uncanny instinct, of course, one.
While Dennis Rodman racked up 41 rebounds in 2 games. 21 against the Mavs on Monday.
Gale topside gunning. Rodman rips it down.
A player who nightly racks up 20 rebound games.
I'm just out there doing it. It's like somebody's out there is telling me, don't give up.
And Rodman pulled down 12 rebounds in the game, and here's one of them fighting for the board, getting it out to Joe Dumars for the 3-point.
The boost to go up 12 after 3. Rodman on the boards, the worm on the window, doing it again. Gets it from Robinson, but misses the hook, and also gets the boards on the defensive end. 26 rebound night for Rodman.
Aguirre then shooting the 3. Watch Dennis Rodman. He has been awesome off the boards. Gets the rebound, puts it back. 26 boards, 12 points for Dennis.
As he goes for this rebound, either on the back of Olden Polynice or on the arm of Dennis Rodman, he injures his finger. Matter of fact,
And Rodman, tough on the boards, and he also threw up a 3.
Oakley with the hack job on Dennis Rodman. Rodman, 20 rebounds tonight. Rodman helped to force
from his mini suspension, doing what he does best. Watch the worm. Box out LJ and get the board to start the break. This looks a little bit like the old Pistons. First half, there is the worm on the window. Joe Dumars off the miss, but Dennis is there with the rebound and the putback. 6 points, 11 boards in the first half.
Never say something like that to Dennis, who gets his 20th rebound and a foul.
Dann gibt Shaq den Ball sofort wieder raus. Und die Lakers versuchen dann wieder eine bessere Position zu finden. Hier nochmal die Rebounds. Rebound, ja.
Starke Vorstellung von Dennis in den letzten 3 Auswärtsspielen. Immer über 20 Rebounds.
Sein Schnitt 15,7. 12 Mal hat er die Grenze von 20 Rebounds.
Et finalement, Dennis Rodman des Pistons est très très fort, le plus fort au rebond avec 18,7 par match.
Dennis Rodman is back this year and doing what he does best.
Rebound, Dennis Rodman.
The league's leading rebounder grabbed 20 or more boards in 4 straight games this week, while providing his customary suffocating defense for the resurgent Detroit Pistons.
Great defense by Dennis Rodman.
There's no doubt that Dennis is the same old menace.
Rebound, guess who? Dennis Rodman.
Come on, work, box out, no easy ones, everybody rebound.
You have to be a major league rebounding team to be a good defensive team. And it's a belief by the players that that's the way to win.
Rebound, Rodman, he scores at Canada Valley. Dennis Rodman, great.
The worm works the glass one more time.
He's got great determination and instinct.
Toujours très déterminé.
Easily the best rebounder in the league.
Il n'est pas le meilleur rebondeur de la ligue pour rien. Il n'a pas été le seul à faire sa marque à ce chapitre en saison régulière.
Królem tablic, czyli najlepiej zbierającym zawodnikiem został Dennis Rodman. Koszykarz Detroit Pistons już od 2 sezonów nie ma sobie równego w walce pod tablicami. W tym roku spodziewano się, że zdetronizować Rodmana może pierwszoroczniak z Orlando Shaquille O'Neal i tak też na początku rozgrywek to wyglądało. Rodman, nie mogąc dojść do porozumienia z trenerem Rothsteinem i właścicielami klubu, wiele meczów przesiedział na trybunach. W całym sezonie rozegrał ich tylko 58, ale i tak osiągnął ponad 1000 zbiórek, dokładnie 1074.
De faire le travail à moitié. Le capitaine vous invite à attacher vos ceintures.
Games intensity runs high around the league.
Kareem. And Rodman gets fouled on the rebound.
The Detroit group that's out on the floor understands that they are much quicker than the Lakers, and every rebound, get it out and start the break.
The Pistons, meanwhile, after a week of practice, are more than ready to see some real action.
Rodman also takes care of business on the boards. A tenacious rebounder, his work ethic and total contribution never goes unnoticed.
Look at the Pistons, Dennis Rodman, listed at 6'8", might be only about 6'7", really, but still, the NBA's top rebounder. At the beginning of this season, it was Atlanta's Kevin Willis getting all the headlines for his rebounding, but that changed in a hurry when Dennis Rodman started making the 20-rebound game a relatively common occurrence. Now he's averaging 17.5 boards a game. Thursday night in Minneapolis, Dennis Rodman played 46 minutes, grabbed a career-high 27 rebounds, and scored just 3 points. And he couldn't be happier. I could score 10 points I want. I don't like that. I want to get in there, get down there, get hit, get bloody, and come out a winner. Rodman is on a rebounding reign of terror. In fact, no player has averaged as many boards a game since Moses Malone's percentage did 13 years ago. He never quits. When the ball goes up on the backboard, he's after it. There have been other forwards like Buck Robinson, Michael Cage that has won NBA's rebounding title. So is Charles Barkley, the last non-center to accomplish this feat 5 years ago. I'm already quits. I can't go into quit thinking just because I'm over 6'5" that I can't get rebounded. Rebound is desire and hard work. Every time the ball is shot, every time the ball's in the air, I'm looking at it and hoping I can go with it. The worm! Did he strive for that? Rodman has grabbed at least 20 rebounds in 15 of his last 23 games, and is pulling down 5 rebounds a game more than his average of last season. The difference is he's getting a lot more time. We got in trouble earlier in the year. We're not winning, and so consequently he went to more minutes, and that adds up to more rebounds. offense has virtually no role at all. But this allows him to stake out a position for what he does best. I don't box that hard at all. I tell you, I don't box that. Because once the ball is shot, first thing I do is turn and go to the basket. Everything else takes care of itself. I can go get the basketball. A great rebounder has what I call a rebounder mentality. That means he believes that anytime someone else goes up and gets the ball, they're taking something away from him. He just likes it, and you can tell. He doesn't mind getting popped, he doesn't mind popping other people, and they're playing that rough-ass kind of game. I consider myself the hardest working NBA player in the world. Basically like James Brown. I'm not the strongest, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but it's just that determination to go get the basketball. It takes a lot of breath, it takes a lot of heart. I don't mind going and get cut, bruises. Don't mind, this is my job. Okay, now Kevin Willis of Atlanta, who can play center but mostly has played forward, is now more than 2 rebounds a game behind Rodman. Let's take a look at the top 5. Kevin, despite the fact that listed him at 6'8", this is a rarity.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it being a rarity, and I think you talk about the height, that's the real question here. I think Charles Barkley put it perfectly. This is a matter of desire. Do you want to go get it? Dennis Rodman has proved he wants to do it at least 17 times a game.
And this is reminiscent of rebounding forwards like Elvin Hayes when he played forward when Unseld was at center, or Bob Pettit with the Hawks, or Jerry Lucas when he was with Cincinnati. These kind of numbers are absolutely eye-popping.
Past 2 seasons with the Bulls, Rodman has pulled down more than 1,500 rebounds, which is 28% of the Bulls' total board work.
Rodman's tap that didn't go is rebound number 34 and is the all-time Pistons single-game rebounder. He has just broken Bob Lanier's record. The sign on the board says Dennis Rodman has just set a new Piston record for rebounds in a single game. Worm looked up and read it, and the emotional guy that he is, it brought tears to his eyes.
Tak. I znowu Rodman, jakby go parzyła, ta piłka ciągle wyskakuje, ale sprytnie, wiedząc, że składa się na to, że to będzie bardzo wyrównane widowisko. Pięknie, taktycznie rozegrał to Pena. I znowu dobitka Rodmana. 8 punktów Denisa Rodmana. Wszystkie w drugiej części meczu. Teraz dzisiaj jest lepszy w zbiór.
He works hard. Basketball is a war game for Dennis Rodman. His turnaround to college basketball star and NBA standout.
And the pain I've suffered over the years have made me not forget what it's all about. And that's why I work so hard.
And the hardest, least glamorous work in the NBA is Rodman's specialty. Battling players much bigger and bulkier, he led the league in rebounding for the 5th straight season. Chicago fans of all sizes and ages love him.
His game is blue collar. He'll give up his body to get a rebound.
Fred, Dennis brings a certain amount of levity to this game. There's a humorous approach to just watching him play. He's like a clown prince, and I call him the fool of rebound that sometimes just, draws a certain amount of heightened activity.
Die Rebound-Überlegenheit dank Dennis Rodman bei den San Antonio Spurs. Das Rebound-Wunder mit den orangefarbenen Haaren passt auf Avery Johnson und dann eine sehr schöne Aktion von Avery, den sie liebevoll den kleinen General nennen, in San Antonio.
He wants to get every rebound. I think rebounding is definitely a lot of hard work.
You can't stop him, even if you box him out once or twice, he's still going to find a way.
Pour chaque équipe. Bon travail au rebond de Dennis Rodman, très hargneux. Un rebondeur avec 13 prises par match. Il y a 2 ans et il y a 3 ans, c'était à la...
On retrouve les équipes dans le troisième quart-temps. 3 minutes 45.
Regardez, Wild Thing, l'homme sauvage, la traduction, et on note chaque rebond de Charles Barkley dans chaque match. Donc il doit être à 17 rebonds. 17 rebonds déjà pour Dennis Rodman. C'était le coin du Wild Thing.
That's what I used to call him in Detroit. He truly was our big man.
We're talking about Dennis Rodman's rebounding and the differential. How about this? Dennis Rodman has 952 rebounds in his career, okay? 351 points. That's a differential of 601 points. From rebounds to points. Most people, of course, it's the other way.
I know when he played in this building, we used to try to run a play for him occasionally, and he loved to take the three-point shot. He's got a very, very good three-point shot. But he knows on this team exactly what his role is and what he's capable of doing. Why should I do it when I've got people like Pippen and Jordan in particular?
Oakland can't finish it. Rodman another rebound. A breather. He can come in and fill it up. Here's Starks. Missing short. And Rodman styling a bit on the rebound.
He followed it. Followed it, yeah. And look at it. With that Moore is fouled. He missed the shot. Went to the rim, tapped it up. Burrell kept it going. He sees where it's going. He taps it. Burrell gets a little piece of it. And then as he loses it, Dennis picks it up. McCarty on his second.
His team will perceive that particular move by Isaiah and by Lambeer. And because of that, that's how he handled it.
Terrific effort by Rodman, but his pass went astray.
Rodman comes from the foul line to keep that thing alive.
A great rebounder. He brought all those tools to our team.
Rodman with the offensive rebound, and that ties an NBA Finals record.
Rodman's tap is rebound number 34.
There's Dennis again. He doesn't even have to score a basket to turn a game around with his rebounding ability.
To dominate the game just on rebounds alone.
Oh, the dandy rebound from Dennis Rodman.
6'6", 220, and he impacted the game a lot bigger.
For the Nets. Jordan to Pippen on the turnaround. Rodman with another offensive rebound. 12 for the Bulls to nothing for the Nets. That's the story of this game. Michael Jordan misses, but Rodman is there to clean up. Dennis Rodman with the basket, and it's a 16-point lead. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Kerry Kittles misses a trifecta. The rebound by Dennis Rodman. He's got 7 boards, does Rodman already. 10-point Chicago lead. The Bulls looking to raise it some more. Jordan with a give and go to Pippen, and Rodman follows in. So there's another offensive rebound. That's starting Pippen, and he takes him off the dribble. Pulls back,
Rodman battles, loose ball foul on Miami.
And Rodman is into this game early. He's just causing havoc out there. You don't see it in the stats, but he's making a lot of the little things happen right now for the Bulls. Scottie Pippen drives. Ike Austin goes to help. No one puts the body on Dennis Rodman.
Rodman will go to the free throw line. Phil Jackson called on Dennis Rodman, gave him this energetic effort.
Yeah, I thought his energy is what lifted the Bulls. They came out flat. He came out flat to start the game. But then when he got back in that game, he imposed his will, did all the little things that a Dennis Rodman type player can do.
Including a technical call by Bennett Salvatore. Here are the numbers in his matchup with B.J. Brown. Only 4 points. Don't expect too many more than that. But look at the rebounding edge.
Is the road Rodman has taken to become the NBA's most eccentric star. He is on his way to a 5th straight rebounding crown, making Rodman the greatest rebounder at his position ever.
I've committed myself the first year I was here after Isaiah kind of chastised me a little bit. He says, you have to do something. And I used to go home every night. So I got to do something. I got to be a role player. I got to do something that's going to help this team.
Cheeks wide open. And Rodman fires the outlet down. Acquire. It was hacked.
Well, Rodman's quickness on the boards is something that keeps Chuck Daly a happy man most of the time. He's a relentless competitor on the boards.
Had a career high 24 rebounds against the Indiana Pacers. That was back in mid-February.
Rodman just keeping that ball alive. Look at his lateral quickness, how he can go from side to side.
Charles Oakley checks back in the mix.
Charles Oakley back, replacing.
They can cut it to a 7-point Bulls lead. Sura, baseline Marshall with a jumper. That may not have been the shot they wanted. Dennis saves it with a great play.
What a save. And again, Sura down the middle, doesn't look at the hoop, kicks it a corner.
Game rebounds, Bulls up by 10 as Potapenko comes over and no foul, but a
Dennis took the
call.
center away from him, but it was a travel call. Rebound by Dennis a little earlier to save it. The ball going out of bounds. Watch this play. Back to Judd Busher.
Marshall drops his shoulder, goes in, rebound tap, loose, and Dennis will pick up the foul. Dennis Rodman. 5 points, about 16 rebounds. One of 16 players averaging more rebounds than points. Averaged more points than rebounds in his first 2 years. Since then, it has changed.
Rodman back the other way. Stays with it.
Boy, you get a rebound for that one. I take the three, Dennis. Short. Was that short or was that short?
Barrows on the drive.
Luke.
Rodman trying to root it out of there. Williams picks up. Luke Longley the rebound.
Dennis
on the floor.
He's having some fun tonight, though. It isn't. The crowd, look at him coming to their feet for him.
Standing ovation for Rodman's effort.
15 rebounds.
Luke.
Big quarter for Luke.
12 for Longley, 10 in the third quarter. Finally, and they do not get a shot off before the quarter comes to a close. Dennis Rodman, 15 rebounds. He's dug out 6 on the offensive glass. And his effort has helped spark the Bulls into a 21-point lead at the end of 3. Chicago 76, Boston 55.
They'll go to Todd Day. They attack him, and Rodman right in the back of Wesley comes up with the ball.
Well, you got to give him credit. Not for his shooting, but for his relentless pursuit of the ball.
Dana Barros. Longley nipping shots in there. Williams does not get the bounce. Rodman's down. They're cheering. So the Bulls
Bulls continue the stampede here in this third quarter. They lead at the end of 3, 76-55. We'll be back after this.
Whatever he wanted to do, he could do, as long as he kept getting those 18 rebounds a night.
To go on the shot clock. Oh, good look inside. Pippen couldn't finish. Rodman trying to keep it alive. Able to stay.
That's what Dennis does. He does it better than anybody in the league. There's Dennis again. He is something to watch. He doesn't even have to score a basket to turn a game around.
Pippen steps away, backwards net. Rodman and Wesley go after it. Pippen.
Top it, Scotty. Fake the three. Chris Mills fell down and missed the layup. Rodman over the back. Got the rebound, pulled it away.
Jordan, fade away. Rodman can't control it. Dives out of bounds into the crowd of photographers. And that will be Los Angeles ball. That first basket by Eddie Jones.
You can see Dennis Rodman into it already with his effort. Great effort by Dennis Rodman. And that's what he plays on. Obviously, great athletic ability. But it's his effort that wins games.
Michael Jordan with the offensive rebound. Rodman gets his first offensive board, finds Wennington open for the jumper and gets it.
And the way to beat the Bulls obviously is out rebounding them. That's what Miami did.
Offensive board a moment ago.
You know he's going to be there, and he's going to just out-effort you every time. He thinks the ball belongs.
Scottie Pippen knew there was only 6. Rodman doesn't get this rebound. However, it's out of bounds off Orlando. We may as well say he got the rebound.
Yeah, exactly. The surprising thing about Chicago Bulls is the depth of their bench, and you got to credit a guy.
Grant from the corner, way off, air ball.
And with that last rebound, Dennis Rodman has now pulled down 10,000 career rebounds. He needed 14 coming into this game. And the fans give him a standing ovation.
Well, of course, no one has ever said that Dennis Rodman cannot rebound the basketball. And you're going to take a look at that 10,000th rebound right there.
Rodman becomes the 24th player in NBA history to reach the 10,000 rebound milestone. Karl Malone was the last to do it.
And Charles Barkley before him.
Rebound hog. Well, you can say what you want about him. He is
free throw misses. Tipped away, and the battle won by Dennis Rodman. It's Longley, and it's blocked by Leitner. Oh, Jordan gets it back. And it won't fall for him. And Rodman knocks it to himself.
Rodman again able to keep it alive, trying to call for time, and could not as he lands in the stands. And then applauds the official, Scott Foster, for the call.
I thought Dennis was going to do one of his layout dives on this one. This time, once again, Charles Oakley had position and he just had to try to tap it to himself. But Dennis had visions of...
MJ makes the move, gets bumped, back to Luke from 17. Luke too long.
Dennis
didn't hit the...
Dennis said, I didn't know if we had time for... if he gets another 24 seconds or not. So Dennis with 4 points in here. Now he's in double figures with rebounds again.
The players rather than through the two players. Edwards got it away. It would have counted. Rodman with the rebound. And first points of the game for Rodman. He had 14 rebounds in game number 4. Cheeks is going to launch one. Rebound Rodman. The Pistons can take the lead after trailing by 14. He misses them both. So Isaiah Thomas over Wilkins. Rodman saves it to Sally. That's 11 rebounds. Well, everybody in the building knows that Detroit's got this one now, including the men in blue.
open. Rodman with a nice pass. 12 of them so far today. And on the tail end of this one, a beautiful pass to Luke Longley. 3:51 remaining in the first half. Dennis Rodman, is he getting the crowd into break with 6:53 to play here in the third quarter? The Bulls 63, the Magic 54, game 1 Eastern. On the history of some great outlet passers, Wes Unseld comes to mind, who used to be able to make that in the air sometime. Grab that, well, he didn't stay in the air that long, but Wes would take it and rifle that two-hander.
Offensive board, Pippen kicks it to Harper. Put back Rodman, tip, nope. Gatling and Rodman are down, and the Bulls have it.
Offensive players with them. And you can see right there they're forced to take a tough shot, but there's Rodman again. You know, it's a lot easier to read.
Detroit Pistons who did it back in 89 and 90. Pippen did penetrate, could not convert. Kemp missing the 2 opportunities. And Mike Mathis with a lap. Jordan for 3. Rodman with the rebound. Feeding Pippen. Sonic.
A flagrant foul. The Seattle big men, Perkins, Kemp, they're getting shoved underneath the basket.
Scottie Pippen. Rodman again.
What is Sean Kemp doing? Sean Kemp has got to spend 50% of his...
Suddenly, the presence of Dennis Rodman off the boards, providing an impact for Chicago. Rodman here in the third quarter, 8 points and 8 rebounds. It's Rodman again with the tip.
Rodman just keeping that ball alive. Look at his lateral quickness, how he can go from side to side.
Charles Oakley checks back in the mix.
Charles Oakley back, replacing.
All right, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis is very upset about being left off the All-Star team, but he continues to lead the league in rebound.
There's Dennis Rodman loosening up. Disappointed he did not get selected for the All-Star team, and he certainly deserved it. You take a look at the All-Star voting. Dennis Rodman finishes 3rd in the balloting by a wide margin over Glenn Rice.
Juwan Howard didn't make the top 10 yet. He went. So did Glenn Rice and Vin Baker, who deserves to go there also.
Absolutely.
We need to see Dennis there.
Scottie Pippen. Rodman the rebound of the putback. First field goal of the game for the Bulls, and we're tied at 4.
All right, there's a little work down low with Dennis and Polynice. The shot goes up, and Dennis grabs it, puts the ball back in. Good hard work under the basket by Dennis.
Did he help Polynice out of there a little bit?
Might have given him a little direction.
Yeah, just steered him in the right direction, away from the rebound. Dennis Rodman, one of the most clever players ever to play the power forward position. Very smart player, too, in terms of what he's able to accomplish down low. He's not a big guy. He's not a big, burly power forward.
Well, his man's going to double on Harper.
Edney on the drive. Wennington retrieves. Bulls basketball. Here's Ron Harper. Over Polynice. Rodman working the board. And a loose ball foul coming up.
It's his second foul on Tyus Edney.
That it is. And the 4th on the team.
Look at Dennis's acrobatics there to keep that ball alive. So Bobby Hurley gets the jacket off, and Tyus Edney says, no, I'm okay. But now here comes Bobby Hurley, who...
Good coach. Court 2. Rodman on the tip again. Dennis hammering away at it. Richmond had it knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Rodman. Dennis.
He's got 19 rebounds in the game. 21 is his high this year. We got 9:35. He just kept banging that ball up. Couldn't get it to fall in the hole.
By Pippen looking for help. Finds Michael on the bounce pass, and Jordan to the fadeaway. Rodman is there for the putback.
20th rebound and a nice basket by Rodman, and they have to take a timeout.
8 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this one. The Bulls closing in on a historic victory, leading. Mitch Richmond back in the game, up quickly with that jumper. Rebound, Dennis
21
Rodman.
for Rodman, way up in front of everybody. That's his high this season.
The Arco Arena record is 31 by Rodman back in 1992. Have earned a spot in the record books of the NBA. Dennis Rodman, a big night off the boards, 21 rebounds. Back with the final word after these messages.
Backdoor on the baseline. Long three attempt by Pippen, and Rodman gets the offensive rebound, and there you know. That's what the Bulls miss when they don't have Rodman in the lineup. And you saw Detroit leading Atlanta in the first game of their playoff series on TBS tonight. So we have a lot of action on TNT and TBS tonight with a doubleheader on both of our networks.
Now you can see with Rodman in there, you get +6 rebounds. And then without him, you can see the team struggled. They lost 6 games.
Jordan going behind the back. Jordan extending off the tip.
Martin. Rodman is battling for the rebound and gets it. 12 rebounds for Rodman. We've still got 2 to go before halftime. Campbell has this floor. Lakers love to run. Sabonis loves to shoot. Rodman loves to rebound. Opening quarter. In and out. Rodman picks it. Got it. There's the jump hook. Nope, too strong. Rodman with another rebound. He's got 6.
They are definitely a good team. Dennis Rodman adds something to that team when they lost when Horace Grant left. He's a great rebounder. He doesn't need the ball. He's going to do all the dirty work for them, and Michael and Scotty and the rest of the guys are going to do all the scoring.
I think we have to do a better job rebounding. We got out-rebounded by 20-plus boards, especially on their offensive end. We can't let them get second and third shots. We got to do a better job of keeping Rodman and those guys off the boards, and then do a better job on Michael and Scotty.
There is a matchup of note we want to take a look at right now. Dennis Rodman's first meeting with his old team, the San Antonio Spurs, visiting the United Center in Chicago to see how the worm has turned. 20 rebounds the other night. All the worm has done for Chicago tonight is grab 11 in the first quarter alone. In fact, he got 3 of them just when he was introduced. Tended by the worm. I got your distraction for you, Admiral. There he says he makes him miss the shot, grabs one of those 11 boards.
Rodman doing what he does best, and that's being relentless on the offensive board. But Dennis Rodman will use every trick in his book to disrupt and distract Karl Malone.
I just practice a lot about the angle of the ball and the trajectory of it. Michael shoot over here and position myself right there.
Trap was weak.
Williams now posting up on Robinson. The quick move. Rodman with the loose ball. Comes up with it. He goes down hard. Brian Williams commits the infraction.
You've got to match Dennis Rodman's banging around with a body on your team, and that's what Brian Williams does. Now this is just a beautiful split. Look at this, right through the trap. Excellent move. Now you're going to see the banging. See, Brian Williams will go in there. Now he fouled out of the game the other night, but one thing he's in there for, and that is to level Rodman and to neutralize him with the physical effort.
Dennis 2 for 3 from the line. He has 4 points, giving San Antonio their biggest lead. It's a 3. 4th straight rebounding title for Dennis Rodman, but look who is right behind.
You can say it's a great tribute to Dennis. We're only talking about a guy who's 6'8", 215 pounds, and that's just absolutely incredible.
Jean-Jacques Wamutombo. 8 letters not used in his name. That is the complete name for Dikembe. Bob Hill says Dennis Rodman has character. He says, I know that's going to make you laugh, but I believe he does. This is a man that last year would grab a rebound and hold the basketball. This year we're seeing him getting it out so quickly. And he's also running the court. I think this is the most active we've seen him in a long time.
But, just to put his 4 rebound titles, in place, Wilt Chamberlain, 11 times. Moses Malone won the award 6 times. Bill Russell 5 times. And this guy, in our picture making that pass, is there with 4. Now, when you consider the people, they were all big-time centers. This guy is a sleight-of-build individual, works out on the weights 2 hours a day, very little body fat, never cries about physical punishment. He takes the body contact to be a great rebounder.
He already has 9 rebounds. 20 times this year he has garnered better than 20 rebounds a game is Grant out, Raouf in. And Dennis Rodman will be celebrating his 34th birthday on May the 13th. Not bad for a 33-year-old.
Del Negro will take the Spurs first shot. In and out. Offensive board put back by Rodman.
Rodman doing what he does best. He hung. Yeah, you want to make a living in this league without scoring? Just do that. This Lakers are going to have to shore up their defensive rebounding. Here you'll see him do it again. He is unmolested. You've almost got to face guard him in order to keep him on the offensive board. And if they keep allowing this, he in fact can do this whole business himself. 4 offensive rebounds, 3 for Rodman on 7 misses.
He's matched the Lakers' point total. He's also out-rebounded the Lakers team. He's got 4 of the Lakers' 3 in the early going here in the first quarter.
They go up to rebound. Sabalas goes up to rebound. He gets a tip and ends up with it again. And he had a big rebounding game.
Inside Sean Elliott. No, Rodman's putback is good, and Dennis Rodman has 10 points, 8 of them coming in offensive.
In the lane, he kicks it out to the wing, and Rodman gets the big tip.
Time running out of the clock. Avery Johnson, quick move inside. No, Rodman keeps it alive, and finally, often he gets a hand on the ball, even if he doesn't come away with a rebound.
What an effort on that play.
Nobody knows better than you, Chuck. You had him in Detroit, and you always call him the most interesting player you've ever had in your entire coaching career.
Interesting, intriguing, whatever you want. He can win you 5 to 10 games without scoring a basket. Rebound for Rodman right there, hustling, draws the foul by hustling after a rebound. Think he wants to win?
That's all he wants to do. Campbell over Rodman. He has come up empty his last 3 trips. Avery Johnson from the corner. That's not the shot they wanted. Rodman gets the rebound, calls the timeout.
But watch what happens while it goes the other way. Watch him work inside, fight. Divac ends up with a rebound, decides to call a time.
Now's no time to kick some ass.
You guys really controlled the boards tonight, especially you in the 4th quarter. You guys denied them any second shots.
Oh, hell, that's my job. I love to go in there and bang heads. Something's going to happen, but hey, most of the time, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And hey, it's time to go kick somebody's ass. Houston, Phoenix, let's go.
LA is very concerned about the worm, Dennis Rodman, who has been a terror on the offensive glass thus far in the playoffs. The most precious commodity.
Takes us back 20 years when Wilt Chamberlain was the last to average over 19 rebounds per game. His closest rival in recent years, Dennis Rodman of Detroit, who has led the league in rebounding for the last 2 seasons. Dennis just under 19 rebounds per game this year. In recognition of these moments, Village Genuine Draft will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Dennis Rodman not getting the minutes this afternoon. Dennis Rodman led the NBA, averaging just under 19 rebounds per game, 1,530 the total. It's the highest average since Wilt Chamberlain pulled down 19 per game as a member of the Lakers back in 71 and 72. And look at that stat. He has accounted for 42% of the Pistons' rebounds with the 18.7 per game.
The utterly remarkable part of it is his body. 6'8", a thin man, not the big, burly, tough rebounders that Wilt Chamberlain and others have presented to the NBA over the years.
It's not a series where you'll see many fast breaks. Ewing thought he was fouled. Oh, Rodman signaling for the crowd.
Little lame beer getting away with a little push on Ewing, made it a difficult shot. Rodman on the rebound gives the crowd their instructions, and they respond.
The big lineup in, not as big as it could be, but it's pretty big, and Woolridge goes in. Trapped by Rodman and Kareem, and Rodman just beat Kareem for the loose ball off the board. Thomas. And a pushing foul inside, loose ball against the Lakers. Thompson committed the foul. Edwards didn't get the bounce. And Rodman and Cooper will jump it up.
There's the worm doing his usual, fighting on the offensive glass. Talk about excitement. This guy can generate a crowd. You see how he is? When he leaps, he tries to tip the ball all the time and keep it alive.
I don't know if there's anyone more active in the game.
You know why I like him? They run no plays for this guy. The only way he gets the basketball is off the fast break or on a second shot.
And Rick Mahorn goes out. You saw Dennis Rodman get off the bench, so you know that the Lakers are going to have to worry about those rebounds, particularly off the offensive glass.
Exciting game. There's our email address. Dennis Rodman with a rebound, had it knocked away. scbulls@aol.com. If you'd like to email Johnny and I, if the fans like that, right.
All right, Tom. Michael misses the shot coming in, but Dennis Rodman goes right to the board, gets the ball, comes down, goes back up again, draws the foul from Sharif Abdur.
Gives you a little tiny step, a little fake, and he's by it.
Tony to Bushler for three. Rodman saves to Kukoc.
Well, speaking of competition, we got two power forwards here that about 9 months ago were under consideration for a job in Chicago. One of them got the job, and I know the Bulls are very happy he did, and Dennis Rodman. But Jason Williams was also under strong consideration by Jerry Krause and company.
Absolutely, two strong rebounding forwards, and they do the job. Jason Williams has been just what they wanted here. He's done a sensational job for him. Dennis Rodman, he has done a terrific job. And you know what it does? With Dennis Rodman being out, Phyllis had a chance to start Tony Kukoc. So who do you start? Who do you come off the bench with, rebounds or power?
But in the half court, they've been extending the defense of the Bulls more often than not have been in position. Look at this. Here's another offensive rebound. Rodman gets another. Kerr jumped at quickly by Reeves. Oh, nice little lazy pass by Tony to Ron Harper. Here's Kerr.
Basket, scored a basket.
The ball, there's a foul.
Jason Williams, it looked like, really took Rodman, knocked him down. So a nice play by Steve Kerr to hit the jump shot. He's got 4 in this quarter, and then Dennis is trying to establish position underneath. There's the shot up, and you see it right there. Yes, sir. So Dennis now doesn't have to worry as much about just a plain rebounder, but this guy can shoot.
Here goes Jordan.
Bradley just shoved Rodman. Rodman nosed him out, a hustle play, going for the ball, and he picks a 5th one up and a technical foul. Just good flat-out hustle and quickness by Dennis Rodman to sneak underneath the big guy.
Take a look at it again, Red.
All right, Michael gets the shot blocked by Gilliam. Now it goes out in the corner. Look at Dennis. Quick step out there, and then he gets clubbed across the back of the neck. Michael misses his 2nd technical foul of the night. He opened the game missing one.
5th foul on Sean Bradley. 3rd on the team. Dickie Simpkins up off the Bulls bench. Kerr from the outside for 3. Or is it?
I thought it was a long 2.
It looked like a long 2. I saw an official with his hand in the air, but they're going to give him 2. Not 3. On the drive, back on the other end, Fleming. Steve Kerr and Dennis Rodman take each other out of bounds. Arm in arm.
Is this dance taken? There they are. Watch them walk out, arm in arm.
So Dennis Rodman has a seat on the bench. They apparently, did they give Steve a 3 on that last shot?
He's got 10 points in the game.
He wants to go on Tony here. Hill from the outside. Had to be a loose ball foul on Theo Ratliff, the rookie out of Wyoming. His first, 2nd of the team.
Theo Ratliff, his 2nd, the team's 3rd.
The other end of the court, the Bulls continue to get uncontested shots wherever the pass goes. Sure, they're running a triangle offense, and they're shooting 3s out of the triangle offense, totally uncontested.
Chevy scoreboard here tonight.
This is a good style of play for him, even discounting tonight.
But will he be back here next year?
Well, that's interesting also.
Rodman hits Johnson and knocks him down.
It will come down to do they want to pay what he turned down in New Jersey? He turned down.
But it's not a good foul shooter at 60%. He has had a sensational season, led the NBA off the boards, averaging just under 19, and you rarely see a player jump the stats to that proportion. Kevin Willis did it in Atlanta. The officials in disagreement on the call, looking for the better look. Danny Crawford was about to give it to New York. Lee Jones says no. Last touch by the Knicks, and it will be Detroit ball. Well, some remaining in the 3rd quarter. Rodman and Oakley going at each other. Chuck Daly saying after the game the other night, after it was pointed out that Dennis Rodman was held to 4 rebounds, he said, yeah, held. They held him. Commenting on the tactics by Oakley and McDaniel. And Pat Riley was a little bit annoyed at that. He said, look at what Rodman does when he looks to get into position. I think both coaches playing to the officials, looking to get the edge in game number 2.
Well, we asked Pat Riley just prior to the game, did you hold Dennis Rodman? And Pat never wanted to tell a lie. Said, yeah, oh, no, absolutely no. There was no holding at all.
The Pistons, Jackson, and it's rebounded by Rodman. Trying to call a timeout, and he got the call. The Knicks could not locate a good shot with the 24 running down after the three-pointer by Dumars. So the Pistons,
they changed it. It was called on Walker. We'll check it out with the officials.
Oakley getting contact so Rodman doesn't get an offensive rebound now.
Aguirre. Oh, he was in. He beat Ewing off the dribble. Rodman giving Detroit an 8-point lead.
And also the guards can bother him when he gets the ball out so far. They've got to...
Watch Rodman come into your picture from the left. Here he comes. There he is, right up in there. Not only is he at that 6'8", 6'9" listing, but he has the long arms and then the heart to take the physical punishment to be an offensive rebounder.
And a big offensive rebounding edge by the Pistons. Foul was on Davis, his second. He goes out.
One of the best rebounders that we have in this series is right there, the Worm. He is so active at both ends.
The rebounds. Detroit has held the edge, and Dennis Rodman has gotten better in each game. And in fact, Dennis has led the Pistons in rebounding in the last 2 games.
Well, just think, he's only playing 22 minutes a game to get those kind of stats.
Dennis Rodman, the way he rebounded the basketball, he made rebounding and defense sexy.
Edwards. No, tough break. In and out. Rodman keeps it alive at the horn.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first half of Portland City.
Ray Allen. And Jordan can't get that one to bounce. Rodman pushed off, I thought, on the back of Gilliam. There's the kick out for Longley. Again, from Rodman this time. Longley says, I'll take 2. And he gets it on his from the line, so you want to capitalize when you get your opportunity.
But you need the Bucks to shoot well, and at this point, nothing's.
Open shot for Brown. Rodman able to keep it alive and foul. Oh, he's pumped up.
Hey, every minute he's on the floor, he's pumped up because he has one goal in mind, and that is get every rebound.
That was number 8 for Rodman.
Well, Dennis Rodman, not only defensive rebounds, all of a sudden he becomes an offensive threat by starting the fast break, getting out and going, and Antonio Davis not doing a good enough job here. That won't get it done with Dennis Rodman. You almost have to block him out like an offensive guard in football. Now, this particular year, Dennis's rebounds down a little bit from the norm, but that was told to him by Phil Jackson early in the year that he would probably not get as many rebounds as before because of the style, the more deliberate offensive style of play of Chicago, whereas in San Antonio the last couple of years, more of an up-tempo style, which affords more shots, therefore more misses and rebounds.
Luke ducks in under. Rodman is there. In addition to 19 rebounds at Milwaukee, 7 on the offensive glass, Rodman had 7 points in 41 minutes of action off. Here's Scottie Pippen. Rodman.
Dennis with 5 rebounds now and 2 putbacks. Dennis would be the first guy to lead the league in rebounds with 3 different teams. He and Wilt Chamberlain, the only 2 people to do that.
Rodman gets that carry.
Pip shoots, and who gets the rebound? Well, the best rebounder in basketball, of course. The guy with the pink hair knocks it back in.
Nice sign there. I don't know. Take a look at Dennis in action.
There he is, the best in the business. He gets the ball and puts it back up. He's got 4 points, and he's got some pretty good statistics. Most consecutive seasons leading the league in rebounding. This will be, what, Dennis's 5th. And 14.9, as I mentioned, trying to push it over the 15-a-game notch. You know, last night the Bulls win 70, and none of the referees got hurt. I was tickled to death.
He's getting his feet wet, so to speak. And works the left-handed hook shot. The tip by Dennis Rodman. No, Rodman another rebound. A loose ball foul coming up on Detroit, and it's on Theo, or rather, Don Reed. Timeout called on the floor. We've got a
3. Rodman gets his 3rd rebound. Jordan. That's 3 in a row. Rodman with his 4th rebound. And the Bulls playing with inspiration.
Yeah, the Bulls are playing hard right now. They're going after the loose balls. Every ball is theirs. They're getting all the loose balls right now. And Miami, a very intense team in their own right.
Michael Jordan's going to get a rest. He's got 29. Oops. Pippen. And Rodman joins the scorer's table. And he'll just grab the towel. See who gets it. Looks like Johnny Kerr's calling for it. Johnny Kerr and Tom Dorr get it. How are you? There's a towel. To Longley. Saved by Rodman. Good hustle. Michael Jordan turned around and called timeout. Steve Kerr said, why? It's a 20-second timeout.
Michael said he wasn't sure Rodman was going to be able to get out of it. Trap on the floor.
And Rodman with the offensive rebound. By 5. Longley with a pretty backdoor. Kerr rejected Rodman on the rebound.
Steve Kerr thought that Rick Smith went underneath and through the...
Stockton with the pass, finding Anderson again missed on a reverse.
There, before that shot is even actually grabbed it, Jerry Sloan all over the officials wanting a goaltend there. Steve Javy just...
Jordan. Rebound Rodman. And he's fouled. Dennis Rodman with the offensive rebound. And he'll go to the line. Foul on Starks. That is his 3rd. Rodman with 17 rebounds.
Well, in Game 3, Charles Oakley did an outstanding job on Dennis Rodman, keeping him off the glass. Only 2 offensive rebounds for Dennis. One of them was the first play of the game.
Michael Jordan. Patrick Ewing. Jordan over to help. Ewing. The rebound handled by Rodman, looking to call for time. And it looked like he took a poke in the face. Dennis Rodman with rebound number 19. He had 16 yesterday in the overtime, a game that saw Rodman go 10 seconds shy of the distance. 10 seconds shy of 53 minutes in that overtime contest.
Well, that's the shot by Patrick Ewing that was so good to him and the Knicks early in the first half. A little turnaround baseline. Well, Dennis Rodman banging with Anthony Mason, trying to keep him, or trying to get in for offensive rebounding position. And now banging at the other end, and Dennis took a shot actually from Michael Jordan on the right side of the head in that right eye area. A little trouble focusing there, and looked over to the bench right away and told Phil, I'm all right, leave me in. There, the huge edge by the Chicago Bulls on the offensive glass, and that's the man that creates all those opportunities. He gets many himself. You see the 7, but just his activity around the basket creates for his teammates.
Randy Brown is back, replacing.
Well, Dennis Rodman, very, very active, and New York just with one offensive rebound.
He has re-aggravated it on several occasions. Before the game, I asked him how it was. He said he believes it is still broken. Well, on that blocked shot, he re-injured it once again. So, in fact, he's playing with a broken pinky, and it's very painful to him, but he's going to continue in the game.
7-game road trip here tonight. Jordan stops, pops, too strong. Rodman, look at him work. Now Pippen open. That's short. Rodman taps again. Pippen gets the rock again.
With him being such a great rebounder, look at the white shirts right there. Nobody puts a body on him. Dennis Rodman loves that fingertip tap. You gotta put a body on Dennis Rodman underneath there if you're Michael Finley or Wayman Tisdale.
Already 9 rebounds for Dennis Rodman. The Worm already with 20 rebounds in a game 3 times this season for Chicago. He gets here.
Well, they've beaten them 5 out of the last 6 times, basically. Another offensive rebound for Chicago. Rodman all over the place.
Longley goes to work. In fact, that loss for Chicago. First time all year they lost back-to-back games. Rodman another offensive board. Sam Cassell again playing with the flu. Quick firing 3. Can't hit off the iron. Rodman lost the rebound out of bounds. Dennis Rodman, second leading rebounder in the league. Charles Barkley, who used to play here, of course, in Phoenix, #1. Dennis said if Charles wins the rebounding title, I guess he has to wear the dress now.
Hey, Dennis.